You ever watch EastEnders and think, how is anyone still upright after a week like this? Because next week, 6 major storylines crash straight into each other, and not one ends quietly. Oscar Branning lashes out and ends up attacking the wrong person. Alfie Moon returns, but he's still hiding the truth about where he's been and who he's really helping. Avani makes a big decision about her pregnancy, and Suki Panisar pushes in where she's not welcome. Harry Mitchell gets pulled even deeper into Ravi's criminal web, and Nicolas starts to panic. Yolande finds out Patrick's been gambling behind her back, and she gives him an ultimatum that could end everything. And finally, the Slaters come together for Martin Fowler's 40th birthday, the first since he died in that pub explosion. It's anger, lies, heartbreak, and grief all in one week. Here's what's coming to Walford from Monday the 28th of July to Thursday the 31st of July 2025. Let's get into it. Spoiler 1, Oscar Branning snaps. First up, Oscar Branning. He's been trying to hold it together, but next week, everything unravels. After Mike and Harrison corner him again, Oscar's clearly on edge. Lauren's worried Jack's trying to step in, but Oscar doesn't want help. He wants control, and that leads him to do something reckless. He sees a hooded figure in the house and lashes out, thinking it's one of the lads from the gang, but it's not. It's Peter. Just Peter. Peter's furious and throws him out, and Lauren is stuck in the middle again. She digs into Oscar's time in youth detention and starts to understand just how much damage was done in there. Lauren wants to help, but Peter's losing patience. And when Lauren storms off to Jimmy's support group on her own, it's clear this family is falling apart fast. How does Oscar come back from this? Honestly, it's not looking good. Spoiler 2, Alfie Moon returns. Now, Alfie's back, and while some people might be happy to see his cheeky grin again, Kat is not one of them. Turns out Alfie wasn't helping Cherry. After all, he was off dealing with Zoe. Yep, that Zoe, Kat's daughter. The one with all that buried history and unfinished business. Kat finds out the truth and goes off on him. Alfie swears he won't lie again, but hasn't she heard that before? The real kicker? Zoe might be coming back to Walford permanently, and if Kat finds out by bumping into her on the street, we could have a full-scale Slater showdown. Meanwhile, Kat's been quietly buying up the Queen Vic. What happens when Alfie finds out she made that move without him? Classic EastEnders triangle incoming. Alfie, Zoe, Kat. It's all about to blow. Spoiler 3. Suki Panisar confronts Avani. Let's move on to something even more delicate, Avani's pregnancy. She's made her decision, she's heading to her appointment, but Suki Panisar never. One to stay in her land aside, she's gonna intervene. She squeezes the info out of Barney and figures out where Avani's going. It's uncomfortable to watch because it feels like a power play more than genuine concern. And remember, Avani's already been through enough. Joel not only slept with her and ghosted her, he also filmed it without her knowing. Then he told everyone at school. She's been humiliated, bullied, and now she's got adults trying to steer her future like it's a chess match. What's Suki's endgame here? We don't know. But it's clear Avani's next move could shift everything. For her, for the Mitchells, and maybe even for Suki herself. If you're still watching and you're into this kind of spoiler chat, go ahead and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, do you think Suki's out of line or does she actually care? Right, let's get into what Nicolas is dealing with. Spoiler 4. Nicolas fears for Harry. Nicolas can tell Harry's not right, and it's more than just typical teenage stress. You can see it in his face. He's constantly on edge, jumping at shadows, avoiding questions, and for good reason. Ravi Gulati's got his claws in, and Harry's now stuck doing jobs he clearly wants no part of. It's not like Harry went looking for trouble. Ravi's just the kind of bloke who spots weakness and uses it. And now Harry's stuck hiding dodgy stuff in Kojo's flat, hoping George doesn't stumble across it. When George does nearly find it, Harry just about holds it together, but it's only making things worse. Ravi doesn't care about the pressure he's putting on him. In fact, he turns it up. Gives him another job straight after, and then Kojo, completely unaware of what's going on, offers to come along. That's when Harry starts panicking properly. He ropes in Nicola, asking her to distract George before everything falls apart. And to be fair, she tries, but you can tell it's breaking her heart seeing him caught up in all this. She's not daft, Nicola. She knows this isn't just a lad being led astray, this is proper criminal stuff. So she tries to take control the only way she can. She offers George a job at Harry's barn, maybe thinking if George has got his foot in the door, he might be able to keep an eye on things or calm it all down. But that move could backfire in a big way. George isn't the type to look the other way if something feels off. And once he starts sniffing around, it might not be long before the whole setup comes crashing down. Bottom line, Harry's boxed into a corner, and Nicola's running out of ways to protect him. It's only a matter of time before something blows. And when it does, it won't just be Harry facing the fallout. Kojo, Nicola, even George could all get pulled in. Viewers will definitely have opinions on this one. It's getting seriously messy and fast. Spoiler 5, Yolandes Ultimatum. Yolandes reached breaking point, and to be honest, who can blame her? She's trying to plan the wedding she's always dreamed of, but instead of enjoying it, she's constantly second-guessing whether Patrick's sneaking off to the bookies. And sadly, she's right. Despite all the promises and all the talk, Patrick's still gambling behind her back. He even wins big, which you'd think would be a good thing, but instead of coming clean, he drags Howie into it, trying to cover his tracks. Classic Patrick. Charming when he wants to be, but not always honest. And let's talk about Howie for a second, because he's in a right awkward spot. He's got his own money worries going on, asking Kim for help and getting turned down, then losing out to George for the bouncer job at Harry's barn. So now he's stuck, broke, embarrassed, and suddenly being asked to help Patrick lie to Yolande. Then he takes it a step further and offers to place Patrick's next bet for him. Like that makes it any better. If anything, it just drags him deeper into the mess. The thing is, Yolande's not messing around anymore. She tells Patrick, plain and simple, one more bet and the wedding's off, no discussion, no second chance. She's tired of being let down, tired of secrets, and it's clear she wants a proper, honest future. And when Yolande sets a boundary, she means it. She's not the type to say something like that lightly. You can feel how close she is to walking away, and honestly, if Patrick slips up again, I don't think she'll hesitate. Viewers will definitely have mixed feelings on this. Some will feel for Patrick, trying to do right by Yolande in his own twisted way, but for others, it's just more proof he hasn't changed. And if he loses her over this, he's only got himself to blame. This storyline could really rattle the community. Yolande and Patrick have been a pillar of the square for years, and watching them fall apart over something like this, it's tough. Spoiler 6, Slaters, remember Martin? And finally, something softer but still gut-wrenching. It's Martin Fowler's 40th birthday. Or it would have been. The Slaters are marking the day in their own way cake. A few decorations, some quiet words. Stacy's still carrying so much grief. Martin died in her arms when the Queen Vic went up in flames. It's a day she'll never forget. He'd planned ahead, though. Left behind life insurance, made sure the kids would be looked after. And in true Stacy style, she used some of it to invest in the pub. The same place he died. That's how deep the connection goes. It's not a flashy tribute, but it's full of love. And it reminds us Martin might be gone, but he's still woven into every part of their lives. Scenes like this, they're why fans keep watching. So there you have, Itzik's massive EastEnders spoilers for the week of Monday, 28th to Thursday, the 31st of July 2025. Oscar's fighting shadows, Alfie's stirring up old drama, Suki's crossing lines, Harry's in over his head, and Yolande's not putting up with lies. And through it all, the Slaters remind us what real love and loss looks like. It's messy, it's emotional. It's exactly what EastEnders does best. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give it a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, especially if you've got theories about Alfie and Zoe, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. See you next week.